Om Shanti. It's an expression that you've heard last night, but I'm not sure if the meaning was explained. Om means I am, and Shanti means peace. And when we say Om, it's really referring to this inner being. That's also something that you heard yesterday. And I feel that there is a specific understanding about that inner being that is very helpful. So before we begin, I'd like to just sit quietly for us to be present. Most of you, I think, were doing exercise. I hope you slept well, at least, so that you're fresh for the rest of the day, physically. But I think this mental refreshment comes even after having had a physical rest, by being quiet, being silent, being present, and nurturing and encouraging this awareness of this intrinsic self. The self as this thinking, living, conscient, spiritual energy. As I become aware of this, I become aware naturally and automatically of this gentle, peaceful, quiet, soft, inner being. Nothing to do but just to bring my thoughts to this place of inner awareness. Don't have to close my eyes. I can keep my eyes open. That's when the real experience happens, in fact. I have a deeper sense and an awareness of the physical nature of life outside of me. Whereas I, the spiritual being that resides inside this physical body, and peace. This automatically frees me from all the external limitations, divisions, biases of the physical nature. And I begin to appreciate the beauty of this awareness, this expansive awareness. And I realize I'm not confined to this body, to this space and time. But I become present here. I notice my breath slows down. But my breath raises my awareness of the living nature of I, the spirit that gives life to this body. I, this spirit, is the power and the energy. Om Shanti. Thank you. What is fundamental to our understanding to get to that place of peace and own that peace? Peace is, in a sense, the backdrop, or what shall I say, a fundamental quality of the human spirit. But peace also brings love. Peace and love bring joy. And all of these qualities that we speak about are already ours. Have you seen a picture of yourself? Have you all seen a photograph of yourself? I don't think you have. You've seen a photograph of your body, but have you seen the picture of the soul? It's right here. This is it. This is who you are. Just that in itself actually is a very, very powerful notion. If you don't accept it, don't believe it, that's fine, no problem. But play along with me for a few moments. Consider the possibility of you as this point of light. Conscient thinking, living, spiritual energy that resides here at the center of the forehead, looking out through the eyes. And when you see, what do you see? Actually, what you really see is the spark in the eyes. What do you connect with? Do you connect with the physical features, the attractiveness of the physical features, or the lack of it, if that's the case? Or do you connect with the spark and the light that is in the eyes and on the face? And that the intrinsic nature of this light, you can't see it with these physical eyes. And it is so incredibly subtle that you know its presence through the vibrations and the livingness of it. And just think about what happens to your consciousness when you think that this is what this living spiritual energy is, a point of light, a thinking, living, spiritual being. All the labels, all the judgments, all the different physical dimensions of what we perceive the world around us to be, they actually disintegrate. And they allow us to see ourselves, the beauty and the truth of ourselves, and the beauty and the truth of everyone else. And when I speak about the beauty, I'm speaking about the beauty of this alignment of energy that occurs inside. What does this do? This allows only gives me the ego of who I am or who I think I am, or pursue life to make myself what I want it to be. Whether it's in terms of position or status or looks or anything. But is that what our real identity is? What is our real identity? True identity. And the real and true identity of each and every single one of us is exactly the same. It is no different. Exactly the same. And just consider for a moment that if I was to live in that awareness, that each one of us is the same. The life force behind the person that I call myself. My name, my form, my status, my position, none of it would be there if I didn't recognize myself, or when I don't recognize myself as this beautiful, conscient, living, thinking, spiritual light. And in order to be that, or in order to not be that, in order to bring forth the awareness of that, I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to perform anything. I just need the awareness. And this is what we call meditation. You don't need to close your eyes. You don't need special postures, special positions, special places, special seats. You need nothing. The only thing you need is the impetus. And in fact, I'm having the sense right now that you're already doing that as you listen to this. I don't see any of you closing your eyes to suddenly say, okay, I'm going to meditate now. Because I believe that everyone meditates. Even if you tell me that you don't meditate and you can't meditate, I don't believe you. Because anything that you give focused attention to, and you're becoming conscious of what you're doing, then you are meditating. It is a form of presence. It's a form of attentiveness. It's a form of being, which actually allows you to be held in that awareness. Whatever it is that you do with love, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you are meditating. It's not always necessarily a spiritually empowering thing, but that doesn't matter until now. But now when you bring a spiritual awareness to it, we have this expression that I love very much, yog yukt. So another word for meditation that we use is yoga. And it's not the yoga of the physical kind where you're practicing exercises and postures, but the original meaning of the word yoga is yoke, a union, a connection. So people in the old days in India, when they practiced yoga, the intention was to become so focused inside through these movements, slow, calculated movement of the body, which allowed exercise to take place, but actually it allowed your mind to become so focused and centered that you would be connected profoundly and deeply with your own self and with another source, a higher source, a divine source. This was the ultimate goal of yoga. And then as time has gone on, of course, people lost that ability and it became about physical exercise. But actually, it is not about that. So yoga yukt is the expression that we use. It means to be accurately linked and connected while doing anything. So if I'm cooking and I'm really enjoying cooking, I'm present. Our founder used to say that if you're cooking and if you're spilling on yourself, your food or your ingredients, then you're not actually cooking accurately. You're not focused and you're not attentive. But when you are really focused and yog yukt and attentive, then anything you do is precise, accurate, and brings a result that is accurate. And could you cook with your eyes closed? No, you can't do anything with your eyes closed. You have to do everything with your eyes open. Therefore, you have to meditate with your eyes open. Yeah. And let's not call it meditation. I don't even call it meditation. I just call it, let's be. You can rest your eyes in one place. And in fact, the right kind of meditation can only be like that so that you can do it anywhere, anytime, any place, while doing anything. Yes, there are times when you need a focused, intellectual attentiveness, and then it's not that you're practicing to awareness, but actually this sense of connectedness in itself becomes a form of meditation. So I'm going to challenge you to now be really present with yourself as this, with eyes open. Rest your eyes in one place. You can look at this if you want, but in a gentle way. It's not like I've got to really grip, I've got to keep my eyes open. That wouldn't be right. If you feel like closing your eyes, it's okay. It's about making your awareness so expansive that you're aware, but you're not focusing on anything. You know, there is a place for everything in our world. There is a place for noises and sound. We're lucky that we don't have any here. But you want to be able to have that awareness when you're sitting on a bus, on a train, walking along the streets, but know what's going on there. And if it means that you need to give attention to what's going on there, you can. It's not that you ignore and pretend you didn't see and it didn't happen. If something wrong is happening, you could catch it and deal with it as well. It's not that you pretend. And that's about anything. So raising awareness, making your awareness expansive and yet being inside yourself. With the awareness that I am a soul that resides at the center of the forehead. Looking out through the eyes. Eyes are a tool or a vehicle through which I perceive the world outside of me. I listen through my ears. And all of these things actually are an energy and a vibration. As I focus my attention at the center of the forehead, I'm aware of who's sitting next to me, perhaps 2 or 3 seats away from me, behind me. And that's okay. But I don't need to be drawn by any of that. Some people are moving maybe. I could let them distract me. Or I could just let them be. And I become aware of myself breathing. When I say myself, I mean the self with the body. I feel the rise and fall of my chest and my abdomen as I breathe in and breathe out. And let me be with that. And recognize the beauty of that, the truth of that. And my breath gives life to this body. It is called Pran, the living force of the body. In fact, I am the spirit, the living being, enabling this body to breathe. I am the Pran, the life force, the energy. And I become aware of the physical nature of this body. It is made of the 5 physical elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. But I am not those. They form this vehicle, this incredibly intricate machinery that this body is. I, the spiritual being, reside here, but I am conscious that I am not this body. I am the soul. I am peace. This deep and profound peace. This is who I am. I am peace. I don't just have peace. But I am already that. I had forgotten. And no one and nothing can take that away from me. Just the thought that this is who I am. I'm already that. I don't need anything to make me that. But when I accept, then I bring peace to all that is around me. And this peace also allows me to recognize that love is who I am. It's not that I have love, not that I give love, but I am love. I'm in alignment with myself. And this allows me to be at peace with what is. And only when I am that, I'm able to give of myself. Love not as an emotion, but a state of being, untainted by the external world. Only then I'm able to give, to share, to be. As I breathe in this awareness of myself as love, all barriers fall away. And I'm able to offer this very subtle spiritual energy. I'm able to be separate. I'm even separate from my body. I look out with this awareness. I remind myself again and again and again of this awareness of myself as a spiritual being. I see everything through the filter of this awareness. And there is this quiet, deep sense of joy. Again, not an extrovert, externally energetic joy, but this quiet joy of hope and aspiration for the truth and the beauty of myself, and the possibility of seeing others as that truth and beauty, profound beauty of the light of the soul, the sparkle, the pure energy, untainted, lovely, sweet, but powerful. Let's stay here for a few minutes, noticing what's going on inside. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice the quality of the whole of your being. I remember. I remember. I remember who I truly am. I am this. There is nothing else to be but this. And it is possible to achieve everything in life with this way of being. I'm conscious of my awareness once again. Expansive awareness. Yet concentrated in a tiny point of light at the center of the forehead. Looking out through the eyes. Listening through the ears. And I may not be speaking now, but when I speak, it's this awareness that is speaking through the lips. What would be the outcome of that on my life? Om.